Greetings, YouTube. As we endure the second and final Battlegrounds week, it is important to touch base about how week one went. Now, the good news, and really the best news that I came up with, is that regardless of whether or not you win or lose, if you just try, and yes, it does take 15 energy per attempt, so there is some stakes involved. But as you can see, if you are, is it Thronebreaker at least? You get access to the best deal we have seen, time and time again, which some people think is something to joke about. But there's no laughing matter about the fact that it only takes 390 trophy tokens to get yourself a 6-star generic 6-stone. Compare this incredible deal to, say, the side quest opportunity, which gives you 5 class-based crystals. It's not even a comparison. And again, I get not everybody can see this, but for what it's worth, for these to be half the price of 6-star shards and the 6-star basic remains still the biggest gamble in terms of what you can hope to expect regarding landing on a game-changing champion in a pool of champions, this is amazing. But Battlegrounds is still technically a beta, even though I hate saying that, because it's a beta test on an alpha server. So normally when people say beta, they're implying, that it's not actually on a server that is the real server. But for this to be the beta release, as the top left says, while still being on the main server, it's confusing to me. But that aside, when you go to the global leaderboard, it is very easy to see the good and the bad. The good are people like my man KT1, who has used his skills, of which I am always constantly in awe, to get up to the 4th best slot. And you can see, this is what a normal, legal, high, impressive, spending, skilled account looks like. You can see it's all rank 4 6 stars. And it's all champions that have the PI. Now, given I'm sure he doesn't have suicides on, but the PI between like 19,000 and 21,000. Silver Server, Doctor Doom, Omega Sentinel, Carnivore Thor. So many champions who are, well, some are used for both offense and defense. Others, Silver Surfer I still think is a prestige-only champion in terms of day-to-day use. That is a normal profile. Now, when I see something like Breaker of Thrones on a leaderboard, I immediately get suspicious. Let's check out Platinum Rush's profile. All right. This, while not having the same amount of rank 4s as KT1, is still believable. You scroll down, you see that he's got 22,550 quest fights won, 3,000 PvP fights. Like this looks like, just on paper, someone who has a lot of skill. And maybe doesn't have the rank 4 roster, although maybe he does, depending on PI, that KT has, but he's still really good at the game. It is fascinating, though, to see that the total base hero rating is 1.4 million and KT's is 4.6 million. So I'm not saying that Platinum Rush, who appears to also not be in an alliance, is not getting here in a natural, legal way. But there are a couple things about that profile that I think, that's interesting. Let's go to the second place profile and really see why Kabam should be embarrassed. We have gone from talking about people who have a base hero rating of everything from 4.6 million to 1.4 million, to a total base hero rating of 211,000. But where it starts to get real suspicious is that their best champion, which, by the way, Summoner level 50 should be all you need to know about this profile. But second and third and fourth best champions, rank 2 unawakened 6 stars, and the best champion is an awakened 6-star rank 3. To be blunt, this profile, if Kabam did their job, shouldn't exist. If Kabam policed the leaderboards in real time like they should, because keep in mind, they have promised us they're not going to get out rank rewards until they catch cheaters, which let's just assume that we are going to take them at their word. Let's assume that is what's going to happen. Well, how many people has this account beaten to get to this point, right? It's got to be a lot. And because of that, all those people that lost this account, well, they had their rating drop because they lost. This is the classic 1-second fight. So, yeah, you might make sure that account, let's just say best case scenario, doesn't get rank rewards, but they're still hurting players who are playing the right way while advancing to the top. Continuing to scroll down, one of the things I look for is the title Cavalier. All right, we have another Thronebreaker title. Let's just see how Alpha V Clasher looks. That looks to be, fairly believable. A logical conclusion, but we have a Cavalier title. Again, when I see Cavalier, my brain starts to have suspicions. And what do you know? Septristic? At least we got a Summoner level 60 instead of level 50 this time. But if you're watching this and you're in this dude's alliance, and his third best champion is an awakened rank 4 5-star Star-Lord, his second best champion is an awakened 5-star Venom the Duck, and his fourth best champion is an unawakened 5-star Red Mags, and his total base hero rating is 301,000, and he's able to get, I assume it's a he, maybe it's a she, I don't know, this person, top 16 in Battlegrounds? What? Same with number 19. Let's check out this profile. Oh, what do you know? This one's kind of weird, right? Because you have 2 awakened high PI Doom and Kitty Pryde, which, how amazing would that be to have those champions on a level 49 account, but then it immediately drops 6,000 PI between Kitty Pryde and unawakened Omega Red, and then a rank 1 Hyperion is the 4th highest rated champion. So many suspicious characteristics of these profiles. Kabam, it's going to be a titleless video. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed that we have so many suspicious profiles that are hiding in plain sight at the top of this leaderboard. And you can see several of them are, like KT1's, legit summoners. But so many of them also aren't. And it just makes me wonder every time we see somebody who's Cavalier. Now, in this case, see, this is where you see Cavalier and you think, all right, let me check. And then you check and you think, oh, that checks out. They're Cavalier, but they've got 4 rank 4 6 stars and a total hero rating of almost 3 million. Now, does that mean automatically that there isn't anything nefarious? No, but on paper, everything to me, other than just like calling yourself Cavalier, I might as well call myself like uncollected. Checks out. So that's how you can check for yourself whether or not a profile looks legit. Either way, there is no excuse for this account to be second. It is an embarrassment to Kabam, and it is an insult to the community. And that is how I wanted to start the batch of videos to talk about today, Monday, for this week. Good luck to everybody in Battlegrounds. Cheaters, you need to be kicked.